record video. All right, 3, 2, 1. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Skim. This is the Scott and Kim Show. I'm Scott.
And I'm Kim.
And we are here together at last.
It's been a while.
Finally together again. How come this doesn't show you very well there?
It's been a while since we recorded live.
Yeah, we've done a lot of shows. I mean, well, we're about 3 weeks behind. But we did some of them from the porch when it was still warm enough. We did some from other places in the house.
No longer warm enough.
Nope. But we thought we better get one out there because we're like a little delinquent in our...
It gets hard when the holidays start to hit.
Yeah.
There's always a lot more family things going on. We just had a family party last night.
We're busy here. The Johnsons are busy.
Now I have to take down all of Halloween, put up all of Christmas. Yes, Christmas, because I love Thanksgiving, but there's not a lot of decorations.
You're right. What about...
I'd rather have Christmas up for 2 months because it takes so much to do.
I get you. Would you, if you could choose, of all the holidays that happen this time of year, which is your preferred one to plan around and deal with?
Definitely Christmas.
Not Halloween?
No, it's not my favorite. I know there's a lot of people that love Halloween. I like it just fine.
I love it.
I like the food and to cook and decorating.
What
but
about the vibe, though?
I don't love to get dressed up.
Bloody people and stuff going on. Nothing wrong with that, right?
Bloody people.
So if I was British, that means something very different. But you know what I mean?
You just don't like people?
No, I like humanity when it faces its fears. And I feel like Halloween is like this yearly chance to do that.
I like to see all the kids dressed up. I like to hand out candy. We handed out candy, pop toys, and Play-Doh.
Sorry, that was an accident. Yeah, we handed out Play-Doh, which seemed to be a big hit with little girls.
Little tiny, well, also with teenagers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right.
They would run up and go, oh, Play-Doh?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
so
you
Kim,
don't want the full-size Snicker bar? Really?
Kim had a whole bucket, or it was actually a pot because you were dressed like a chef.
I was a chef.
So she had this big pot, and in there were like full-size candy bars, little tubs of Play-Doh.
Miniature Play-Dohs.
Miniature Play-Dohs, and then...
We had a different bin of Pop Toys for the kids that we knew. We didn't have a lot of them in there.
Yeah, but eventually when it ran, we were like, all right, well, let's just get rid of these. Nobody took the Star Trek ones.
I don't understand.
No one likes Jean-Luc Picard. He's still sad in that bin. I was talking about this on TMS this morning.
I gave them to the nieces and nephews yesterday.
Yeah. You did?
They're gone.
Oh, good. They're out of here. All right, sweet. No more Star Trek for us.
They did want them.
Anyway, so what would happen is the little kids, like little girls in their little princess outfits.
And lots of unicorns this year.
Yeah, and little fairies and stuff.
Super
they would
cute.
come up and they would go for the Play-Doh.
Oh, yeah.
If you were between 6 and 12, you went where the candy bars went.
Yep.
But if you were 12 and up, you grabbed Play-Doh again.
Yes. Most of the people that grabbed the Play-Doh were about 16, which I was surprised to even see them out there.
What is the deal with that?
I don't know. They were like, oh, Play-Doh. And I was like, yeah, you can have a Play-Doh and a candy bar because you dressed up and you look cool.
Yeah. Well, that holiday's over now. We didn't go to BlizzCon this year. First year in 9 years?
8.
7? 8? 8 years. I mean, they didn't do one in 2012.
Right, but
yeah.
8 years.
7 BlizzCons in a row.
BlizzCons.
And then we didn't go this year.
It was kind of fun, though. We haven't handed out candy in years.
No. It was great. We got to see the boy. We got to spend time with family. We had family stuff. It felt great. There was a party last night. Like, there was a lot of reasons why it was fine. But the 1 year, I've been predicting Diablo 4 for 4 years. The 1 year I'm not there, they do it.
They were waiting for you
to
not be there.
You still have to watch that intro. It is so freaking cool.
I have to.
We'll do it after the show.
Once again, more things. I got stuff to do today.
I know. You're busy. Today is a very busy day. That's why us doing this at all is freaking shocking.
I got to mow up the leaves today. They're finally all fallen.
I had a guy send me a tweet yesterday that showed a screenshot of Skim's webpage that says Weekly with Scott and Kim.
Oh.
And he wrote...
He called you out on it?
He said, Weekly my ass. And then he said, I may have to unsubscribe to all the Frog Pants shows. He was mad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because of how much he likes
apologize.
This. I don't know why. Why does he like this so much? What's so great about this?
We're damn fun.
Oh, all right. Well, anyway, so no, Kim's mom will not watch the D4 trailer. After Kim sees it, she'll know why. It is like the last thing my mother-in-law would ever watch.
So just put up Weekly ass.
Ass Weekly. No. Whatever.
We
Anyway,
are working on it. I'm sorry.
we're working on it. We're very busy people. Okay.
I am committed to doing this weekly.
I know you are.
And you are too.
I am
we just
too.
Have to
we have to align schedules. It's not like we're, no one should take it as a hint that we're fighting or something.
No. Oh my gosh. No.
Speaking of which, do you want to hear an email about this?
Sure.
Carrie wrote in and says, "How long do your fights last?" That was the whole email.
How long do your fights last? I would say we usually never longer than 4 or 6 hours before we're both like, I am so sorry. I totally was in the wrong there. And usually both of us apologize.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's usually something stupid. Like,
it's usually dumb.
I was just in a mood or he was in a mood and it was like, you did this and I can't believe you did that. And
we take it out on each other. It's super dumb.
There's no fists. There's no,
There's no fists.
There's no fist fighting.
There's no fisting going on. Carter's
homesick today.
Carter has a fever.
She's working from home.
She has a
and
flu.
She's over there wondering why her dad just said that.
She got a flu shot, but it wasn't the right flu. She got a secondary.
I'm still not sure she has a flu.
I think fever is flu, right?
Is it? I don't know.
I don't know. Doctors?
Someone tell us.
Is Dr. Tolbert in the house? He could tell us. We have a doctor who listens a lot.
So as far as how long our fights last, I would say shorter than... They're usually a very short argument. I wouldn't even say fight.
Never like a day.
But sometimes we'll go in different directions and then later come back. But it's never more than a day ever.
Here's how it always goes.
It's never a whole day.
Let's say her and I have an argument at 10 a.m. and she has errands to run and she goes and does that. And I'm down here working and she's pissed. 9 times out of 10, I get a phone call about a half hour, an hour later. Because Kim's gotten out into the world. She's seen the sun.
Off the first show by 11 o'clock in the morning.
And she's like apologizing. But then I'm like, no, it's me. I did it. And that's how it goes. That's how it's supposed to be. At least I think so. So we do our best.
Works for us.
What do we think about Nick and his trailer plans? How do you feel about that, Mom?
I am good with it. I worry because I don't know where this trailer will end up parking and who his neighbors will be, things like that.
Well, here's the quick and dirty on it. He's getting a Streamliner? What's it called?
It's not an Airstream brand.
Oh, I thought it was.
No.
What is it?
It's a camper trailer.
But
it has everything. It has shower and toilets.
And a potty.
And a whole kitchen with 4-burner stove and microwave and refrigerator. The whole works. It's like a little mobile home.
Yeah, it's like a mobile home.
Much smaller than most mobile homes.
He doesn't have a truck or anything to pull it with.
But we have a way to get it where it needs to go.
Yeah. The plan is he's going to pay for it. He's got a screaming deal on it.
He wants to pay for it before he takes it and puts it somewhere.
Right.
So it's sitting in a lot that he can go work on it.
Yeah,
which is really cool.
Work on it, detail
he wants
it,
to paint it, things like that. And then once it's paid for, he's going to take
it to one of those old people camp things.
It's like not quite KOA. It's more of a permanent place for it.
It's like KOA, though.
It's got hookups, things like that.
They have internet.
Yeah. They'll have electricity through that.
The toilet's hooked up to the main shitter.
Whatever. He doesn't have to empty anything. That's good, right?
It's like $300-something a month.
I don't even know how much it is a month yet. He hasn't even looked into it to find out exactly where it'll be, and I think where determines how much it is.
So he wants to do this little Generation Z adventure.
Yes.
And I am going to support him 100%.
Yes, absolutely.
But I still, part of me, okay, here's what I know for sure. If I was 19 and I had this option, I would freaking do this. I would do this in a heartbeat. I would love it. It would be the greatest idea in the history of the world.
But
now that I'm old,
your 19-year-old son.
Yeah, now that I'm old, I think about all the issues. Like, well, what if someone tries to rob this thing in the middle of the night? It's just a camper. It's not like a house. What if
locking door?
Yeah, but
and it's like a house. It has windows. People could do that to our house.
What if other people have this idea, but they're a bunch of meth head Jesse Pinkman's out there cooking meth or something?
I doubt it. Usually these, I've heard, are retired people that stayed there for a month and then they move on to the next warmer place.
What if? Okay, here's another what if. What if Nick upset the Armenians and one night they come and tip it over while he's in it?
What's he gonna do to upset the Armenians?
I don't know. They're always upset. Made fun of their tracksuits. I don't know. But anyway,
So I agree with some of our people that say, my wife and I plan to move into an RV in 10 years once the youngest kid moves out. I like the idea of it. I really
do. Yeah.
But at
Fun
19
idea to
by
travel.
himself, I feel like it's a little different.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't know a lot about this trailer yet. He's got to learn as he goes, which I think everyone has to.
My grandparents did this.
Yes.
They kept the house, but they retired into this thing and just traveled all year long.
Travel all over.
All year,
which
all
is
over the
super
country.
cool. I don't know why. I think it's going to be a really cool adventure for him. I think that as parents, you're just worried. If you moved into an apartment with a bunch of guys, I'd still worry.
Yeah.
Same reason.
Yeah.
It's your neighbors,
I would actually probably worry about that more if he moved in with a bunch of dudes.
I don't know. By yourself, it's weird. But
it's just
freaking
hard
for
vape
us.
Nation. Even though he doesn't vape, he'll get all the secondhand hit, man.
But he'll be on his
They're like,
own.
I can't afford any real vapes. I'm going to vape 7-Up or something. And then they're all going to die of like lung weirdness because they vape 7-Up. Yeah. Oh, the kids today.
Someone says get a bulldog or something. He does have a dog.
He has a dog.
The problem is that he's gone 8+ hours a day for work.
Yeah, he works at Red Wing.
It's really hard to have him take the poor dog to his trailer and then it's stuck in there. I mean, I don't know how you do that. So
I don't know how Boomer even goes.
I don't know.
Over. We're probably gonna have to keep his dog
until he either gets a roommate.
His dog.
Either he gets a roommate that works nights and he works days or something like that.
A roommate in that little camper?
It has 2 other beds in it.
Oh, there's 3 beds?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but how do you live like that?
I don't know. He's got a couple of friends that probably be interested in moving out of their houses.
All right, he's got one kid with a missing leg, so that's a kid you could have in there. You take up...
That shouldn't have anything to do with it.
It doesn't.
I love that kid.
I like him too. Tyler's cool. He's a cool kid. He vapes a little. Why did he quit vaping?
No.
He's still vaping.
Oh, yeah. I think anyone who has is still because it's really addictive.
You're kind of hooked on it.
But he's a good kid. I really like that kid.
Yeah. If I was to vape, what flavor would you do if you vaped?
Where he ends up putting this trailer.
I would grape vape.
Because you're the grape ape?
I'd be the grape ape with my vape. Yeah, the legless vape kid.
Oh.
He's not legless. He has one leg. And the other one, he has a little wooden thing.
It's below his knee. He lost his leg when he was a kid.
Lost in a car accident, yeah.
When he was like 10.
He's a super cool kid, and we like him. He's always very respectful. He's super, super nice.
Love Tyler.
But I think they just sort of sit around.
Oh, yeah.
Not because of the leg, but I mean just...
But if he were a roommate, that would be perfect. He'd be home, and he could put the dog out and make sure the dog's not peeing or pooping in the trailer.
Is he working, though?
Not at the moment.
Oh.
So
all right.
It all depends on that.
This whole generation of layabouts.
Just Carter's over there ready to flip you off. Layabouts?
I'm just
She's over there working.
What now? What'd you say? I sound like an old man? I got bad news for you. I am not getting any younger over here.
Someone said, if the Armenians aren't upset, that's when you should be worried.
Is that what Alex said? That's Alex Albisu. You know him.
Is that who that's? I
don't
know.
Remember hung out with us in Vegas?
But their screen names, I don't know who they are.
Right there. His name is Alex Albisu.
No, I'm looking at this one.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, there's 2 of them. They said almost the exact same thing.
That's super weird.
Yeah, weird. You guys are like the same people.
Nice.
But you remember Alex went to the bar with
Alex,
us?
Yes. I was like, that's not Alex unless he's got a different screen name.
Yeah.
But
Maybe he's posting twice.
Old man power.
Old man power is my power. All right, I got another email here. This is from Megan in Michigan. It's a follow-up. Check this out. Hi, Scott and Kim. A few weeks ago, my fiance wrote into the show about how nervous he is about our wedding. Well, the wedding is today, October 12th. So I've had this email for a bit. It's because we haven't done a show. I just want to give him a huge shout out for how amazing and brave he is for doing all of this for me. By the time you read this, we'll be an old married couple and probably in Disney World for our honeymoon. Just wanted to say, Nick, you are my best friend, my life partner, and close cohort. I love you, and we did it.
Yay! Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Not our Nick, though.
No,
not our Nick. The other Nick. Scott and Kim, thank you for the life advice and the constant laughs. Your family and marriage are ones to look up to, and it is so appreciated. Love the show, though. Megan from Michigan.
Thank you, Megan.
Yeah,
I'm so excited for you. Congratulations, indeed.
Big grats. That's awesome. I hope you're still not at Disneyland or World. Or maybe if you are, that's fine. I mean,
you're still at Disney World. That's an awesome.
That's expensive.
Awesome honeymoon.
Think how long a 3 week.
They're probably home, and they feel like an old married couple. That's funny.
Yeah, no, that's good. He was really nervous.
Yeah,
remember?
I do.
And
I think it's
I'll bet
super cool.
If he's listening to this now,
it's probably the same one that said, "And withhold my name at the end."
Oh, he probably did.
But now we know.
I do that all the time.
Sorry, everyone.
Sorry.
It's
When you
just
email
gone.
in, there's a certain risk, even if you ask to be anonymous. I try really hard with the windy ones for Therapy
of
Thursdays
course.
because, serious stuff on the line.
But it's always live, and you're
yeah, but this is like
blurting things out.
Nick
They're
is his
married
name.
now.
Megan, it's no big deal. It's all fine. All right. We had a family get together last night.
Mm-hmm.
Kim made dinner. Everybody came here from your side of the family.
Yep.
Your comment to me was, for some reason, when we're all together, it feels more awkward than when we're all separate, or when it's
Or
less.
when it's just like us and one of the other couples in the family.
And I
A
feel
lot of
that way
times
about
it
my
does.
side of the family.
That's
So I'm
really
curious
funny.
what that is. Is that a thing everybody universally feels? Things are just weird with extended family. People
I
have
think
kids,
with
their own
everyone
goals.
together, there's a little bit of like, whenever you're talking to different siblings, I have a lot of siblings. I'm the second of 10. And so when I talk to different siblings, we have loads of fun.
Yeah.
It's really a lot of fun.
People hear that second of 10 thing. Let's clear this up. So she
I'm
has
not the Borg.
she has 3 adopted siblings,
Yes.
3 brothers who are
So we're the youngest of all
Right.
10. Yeah.
but that actually makes it more complicated for your family because 2 of them were born with fetal alcohol syndrome.
All 3, actually.
Oh, I didn't know Michael
Yeah.
was.
They
Anyway,
diagnosed that later.
he didn't have the effects they did.
Not
though.
quite these.
They were having like constant seizures and were like, kind
Yeah,
of
since they
growth
were
stunted,
little.
and they're kind of like 14-year-olds trapped in 30-year-old bodies.
Yeah.
Kind of. But anyway, so and then she had a third brother from that group who was their biological brother, but their family adopted all 3 of these boys out of this sort of horrible abusive home situation. And that's a giant challenge, raising those 3. One of which got hit by a drunk driver when he was 18.
18. Mm-hmm.
The other guy, the drunk driver, was an a-hole.
Actually, it's a whole mess, that whole thing. There's a lot of... My family has conspiracy about that because they think that the driver didn't fess up, and this other kid who was totally high, they were like, you were driving.
They
He's
gave
like,
him
I
the rap?
was. Yeah, they gave him the rap. He ended up in jail, and it was really bad.
Yeah, it was very bad.
He's
And he
now
almost died.
32,
32,
So it's
33.
been a long time.
He's got permanent damage
Yeah,
to...
he's a TBI patient.
Yep.
Yep.
He does okay, though, considering what happened. He shouldn't have lived, probably. It was very bad.
Yeah, it was really bad. And he has part-time jobs. They all 3 of them live in a facility, different homes because they don't
Right.
always get along, which is really funny.
Right.
But they're doing really well.
But everyone else is girls and Richard.
And Richard.
She has,
So
what,
five sisters, or sorry, 5 girls and 5 boys.
5 boys, 5 girls.
So it's really fun when we all get together. It's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people.
2 of my sisters have 6 kids each.
Yeah. It's, oh, my gosh.
And then Sarah and I each have 3 kids. So it's a bunch of kids. And then some of the kids have kids now. It's like really big get-togethers when we all get together.
Yeah, so...
It just gets awkward, I think, because it's
I think it's
a lot of
because
different people.
Because everyone's got their own lives going, and they've just spawned all these other lives, and they're trying to figure out their
Spawned
lives,
all
and it's
these
just
other lives.
I just don't think you can align it. It's just no way to.
It's hard. It is.
Right.
And it's hard with any family that has a lot of people. When you get together with everyone, you're being pulled in different directions. You're having different conversations. You get pulled.
But
into
if you
the
go to
kitchen
dinner with
take
just a
care
pair of
things.
them, it's fine.
Yeah, it's a lot easier.
No big deal. The
Yeah,
same
we
thing
went with
on
Sarah
my
and
side.
Steve last week, and it was super fun. We got the best Thai
Oh
food.
my gosh! All right, so we have a
Anyway.
recommendation. I think I said it on TMS, but if you ever are in Salt Lake City, specifically West Jordan, you're gonna want to go to this hole in the wall, freaking end of the strip mall looking. No way you'd go in there normally. Place called Red Basil. Oh my gosh, the
It
food!
doesn't look bad.
I mean, it just looks like
it's just in a little strip mall.
and it's
just really
boring. You just
tiny.
look at it and go, "Oh, I'm not going in there." It is the best Thai food I've ever had.
It's really
Straight
good.
up, just
The tom yum ka soup is like so good.
The drunken noodle thing I
had
had.
drunken
I want
noodles.
that now, this second, please.
Their
Can we get more of that
pineapple
this
curry.
week, maybe?
Yeah,
Go
I
there-
can do that.
go there again?
We can do that.
Go do takeout because I'm lazy.
You can
But it's-
shower and go.
It's so good. And those rice flat noodles. Oh,
It was really good. Anyway, so last night we got together, and
Yeah.
so my food idea of the week, because the holidays are coming up, and because you get together with family or friends a lot more this time of year, I think it's just because the holidays bring that out in you. Mm-hmm. We did a sandwich bar last night, but I didn't want to do a cold sandwich bar. Everyone had their assignments. Some people brought fruit, some people brought vegetables, chips, and I did a pot of turkey because
Wait.
Scott wanted to have it.
Are you saying?
Turkey.
Are you saying this is? Sorry, I'm burning
You-
time here.
you-
Are you saying this is your foodie segment? Is that what
This
you're
is
saying?
my foodie segment.
Okay, hold on,
Yes.
because I screwed up
Oh.
and didn't add one, so I'm gonna do one real quick.
It's right there. Okay.
Okay, almost.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Here you go.
Uh-oh. Almost washed your food down.
There you go. That'll work for now.
That'll work for now.
Yeah. All right. Sorry. Sandwich bar.
So we did a sandwich bar, but I made turkey. What's it called?
Turkey lurkey. What? Turkey
No,
what?
It's the. Usually you make it with ground beef. What's it called?
Oh, ground turkey.
Oh,
Sloppy Joe.
my gosh.
Sloppy Joe.
Yes, I made turkey sloppy joes last night. But I knew not everyone would like that, especially since there are a lot of little kids running around. So I made French dip also. And my
Yes.
mom made the best sourdough bread for it.
She
Oh.
makes this amazing sourdough, which is a thing I'm supposed to eat if I'm going to have bread. So I love her sourdough. She should bring more of that
There's
over
some
more
in the
often.
kitchen, by the way.
I know. She
There's
makes
some
whole
left over.
loaves of it like weekly.
But I have to tell you how I made this French dip, because usually it's kind of a pain. You slice your roast beef and you cook it and all of that. So I did a quick version of French dip, which was to make your au jus sauce, just the little packets.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got sliced roast beef from the deli, really, really thin sliced, and just put it in the crock pot and let it all heat up. And then got... Are you okay?
I just sound so good right now. I just ate
There
too.
is some left for your lunch today.
Okay.
So...
I just had a big old.
And then
Kim made
I
me an
got
omelet today.
provolone, really thin sliced provolone, and put it on the top, and it just melted right on the sourdough bread.
Do I like provolone?
I think so.
I don't know if I do.
I think you like cheese. So
I do.
I'm not sure you're that picky.
I like a sharp cheddar.
Provolone tastes, it smells a little more like a Parmesan. It's really strong like that, but it's really good.
All right. I can't remember what I usually get at like a sandwich place.
Sharp cheddar
Jack
or
sometimes.
Swiss.
I get cheddar jack.
Cheddar jack.
Yeah.
A little spicy.
Old cheddar jack.
Oh,
Got to watch out for him. Anyway, it was very good.
Stinks.
Nice. Nice work on that though.
Yeah, thanks.
It was tasty.
It fed like 30 people, and it didn't have to be that much food because sloppy joes go far.
So this year, we're thinking about doing this. We haven't decided yet, but Kim does this thing sometimes on Christmas or pre-Christmas called Shepherd's Dinner, which is kind of a fun little Christmassy toned thing where she will invite, a small group of friends or family over or whatever, and Kim will make basically just a ton of charcuterie kind of stuff.
Yeah, but a lot of it is what shepherds would have eaten. So we usually do a salmon.
So dirt, their own
Cheese.
vomit,
We get a lot of goat's cheese and things
Yeah.
like that.
wool, that sort of thing. Yeah, we eat like the old shepherds did. No,
well, lots
but,
of just olives and breads and, or not even breads, like hand foods.
right, finger foods.
So finger foods that you can have.
It's really
Or
good.
toothpicks.
Lots of little cheeses in little blocks with little
They would have
toothpicks.
eaten that. They had,
Okay, yeah.
they had their
They had their
sheep's milk.
their goat's cheese. Yeah.
Shepherds.
I mean, I
sheep
wouldn't. It wasn't
herders.
pasteurized or well kept, but
They also
whatever.
didn't live very long.
Little bits of meat, like little ham folded
charcuterie
over into
plates.
a thing. Although they
It's
probably
just
didn't
a
have
lot
ham.
of fun.
They have ham. They didn't do pork because they're
They
Jewish.
had probably sheep's
Sheep's pork,
milk to make their cheese, and then they had
sheep's meat
sheep's meat.
to make their meat.
So lamb.
So lamb then.
Yes.
All right. But that's
We could do a lamb shank and just
But it's
get
nice,
that
and then
for
you then you put like some nice soft Christmas music on in the background, with your echoes there, and you just and the Kim decorates, and it's a nice little thing.
It's a lot of fun.
So we're gonna do that or
I
what?
think we're gonna do that. We usually
right.
do it like the first or second week in December, though.
What's
It's
that?
not
What's that
on
thing we did at
Christmas.
Darren's with the weird German cheese and the bread and the little cookers?
That is baking day.
And the guy was there had no shoes on the whole time we were there. He had giant club feet. I don't know his name.
I do, and I'm not going to say it right now.
No,
because
he
you're
had-
being kind of rude.
There was something weird with his feet.
I don't know.
Was it it was the diabetes? I think.
I'm not sure.
Oh.
Anyway,
So the point is,
that was
that
on
was
baking
a
day. We do baking day, and that's coming up in a couple weeks.
baking day,
Baking day.
and that's a German
So
tradition.
a couple of friends and I do a baking day, and we just figure out ahead of time what we want to bake. We all get in the same kitchen. We
Yeah.
sit and talk all day, and then we have dinner.
You don't
that
usually
night.
you don't like baking though, like.
Last year, I did cookies that were wrapped in a long tube so that you could cut them and then just
Cookies in a
make 'em when
tube.
you want.
I like it. But since I can't have cookies anymore, I'm off the shug.
I'm thinking about making flavored butters this year.
Can I eat that?
You can like make a steak butter that then you put on your steak and just melts on there.
That sounds so good.
I'm thinking flavored butters this year.
All right.
I don't bake a lot. You're right. Carter's usually our
Carter's the baker.
our baker.
Nick's the candlestick maker. And I'm the old woman in a shoe. All right. I think that's it for today. You have anything else you want to say to the
someone
people?
recommends canna butter.
Canna butter. What is that, like cannibal butter?
Cannabis butter.
Oh. Is that real?
I don't know.
Weed butter.
I need to look into that.
Can you make butter out of weed?
Weed.
Let's see. That's interesting. You know, I feel like if we lived, they say yes. If we lived in Colorado or
Then you could.
Seattle, we could do that.
Yeah.
See, people are always surprised when I say, I'll say, well, what happens if weed gets, recreational weed gets legalized in Utah? I'd just go and try stuff.
Well, yeah. Why not?
Yeah, I'm just keeping the
I
law
think
right now.
Trying it is different from recreationally using it.
Well, I'm not going to go party and get stoned all the time,
Exactly.
but what I'm saying is like, yeah, I'll eat a gummy
I
bear
think it
because
could
it's
help you.
legal now.
And it could probably help you.
It's a legal thing, and it'll chill me out, give me the good feels. Oh yeah, pop brownies, sure. I can't eat brownies anymore though.
Yeah, that's true. That's just.
You
sad.
have to admit, I have
You have been
hardcore
on
good.
the ball with this. You have.
Although I haven't exercised yet today. I need to get that part going. But the food, I have stopped all sugar of a non-natural
You've been really
state.
good at it.
So I'll eat an apple because that's got the natural sugar the way God meant it to be. I'll have.
He's even having the stevia sodas.
Oh yeah,
the
I'm drinking
Zevia.
Zevia because. Do I have a can? No.
I don't know. They made Dr. Zevia. Though.
Yeah,
Have
we have
tried
a
that
listener.
yet?
Yeah, I did. So we had a listener recommend it. Says of all of the sodas that are artificially sweetened, that one's got the least amount of garbage in it, and it's the most. He liked the taste the most.
Yeah.
I have to admit, it's taking a little bit to get used to because it's stevia in there.
It kind of has an aftertaste.
It's weird, but I am used to it now, and I kind of like it.
It's something when you can't have anything else, you're like, well, I'll have whatever.
The
I can.
cherry Coke tastes like a doctor at a hospital.
Did you?
Not my favorite.
You're licking them, right?
Hold still, doctor. I need to taste you. And then, but the Dr. Zevia is pretty good, which is a Dr.
Okay,
Pepper
good.
ripoff, but it's not bad. They're especially okay with. They're better with meals, not by themselves, which is all I wanted anyway.
Which makes sense. Someone says it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Stevia.
Yeah, Adam and Stevia.
Nice.
And then what's the other flavor we tried that I really liked?
Grape.
Oh, grape is perfect.
Okay,
A
good.
little aftertaste, but it tastes like grape soda.
But it's
Although
like
it's
grape
clear,
soda.
it's weird. There's no purple. All right. Anyway, I think that's it for today. Do you have anything you wanted to say before we go? You got words of wisdom or thoughts?
There's a few people that asked if I've started watching my Hallmark.
Oh yeah,
movies.
Hallmark movie channel update. Beep, 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 beep.
I watched the first one. I didn't finish it though. Yesterday.
What was it? Was it called Happy Times in Holiday Place? With
I'm
this
not
guy
even
and
gonna tell you
lady.
now.
And they make out in it, maybe, or not. No one has sex in this
Anyway,
universe.
yes, I have started watching my Hallmark movies. I have my shirt. Someone sent me
for
last
sure,
year
That's right.
that I wear when I watch my movies.
But we
So,
did
yes.
get rid of. We had the free. Hey, thanks for using AT&T for your phone service. We'll give you DirecTV for free deal going, and that's all run out now. So we got rid of it.
Correct.
So you don't have the constant right into your veins version of this. You're gonna have to get it off streaming stuff.
And that's fine.
Yeah. And I have a hookup on Plex with a friend who has all of that stuff on Plex.
Oh, well, then I'm set.
Oh yeah, all of it. And there's like 150 of them this year or something like that.
Then I'm set.
And every
you
one
guys
of them's
may
the
not
same.
see me until January. Just kidding.
Everyone's the same. Lady comes from the big city, comes to the little town. Oh, I think I might like the guy who runs the local car place. Oh, love is in the air, Christmas. All right. I think that's going to do it for
Let
us.
it go, babe.
Thank you all for being here. Thank you all being here. Thank you all for being here. Do you have any words of wisdom before we go? Like a little something to help them through the day?
Get your chores done.
Get your chores done. All right. That sounds good to me. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time. This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.